Well, welcome back, everybody, to Gideon's Rock. Things are getting pretty gribbly around here. Let's talk to Hawk, see how he's doing.
Hunting, eh? Word to the wise. Take care of the repeller towers, or you'll be stuck here for a long time.
Yes. I got some bad news for you, Hawk. I kind of forgot the names of your buddies in between episodes. It's been like a week. I can't remember names for that long.
Can't even remember 3 people? Maybe that's why you don't have any companions. I'll repeat it one more time. I'm the boss, Hawk. Our tech guru is Killswitch, and the repressed weirdo is Roach. Got it?
Got it. How about you, Phil? Do you remember these guys' names?
Sure, I'm super big into story and character names. I will never forget them.
Okay, I forgot them already.
God damn it, how hard can it be? It's Hawk, Killswitch, and, Roach. That's it.
Hawk, Killswitch, and what was the last guy? Johnny? Bill?
I didn't listen.
Yeah.
Should I pull up the notepad?
I didn't catch it.
Hawk, Killswitch, Roach.
Roach.
Hawk, Killswitch, Spider is a bug of some kind. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just having a hard time. Do you guys have, like, real names?
Okay, fine. I'll admit it. Hawk, Killswitch, and Roach are not our real names. You happy now?
Oh.
I'm Joe. The nerd is Matt, and the creep's name is Steve. We use aliases. It's a union thing.
Okay, well, that makes a lot more sense. Thanks for the advice, Joe. I will never forget your names now. Steve, or whoever you are.
Good luck out there.
So yes, welcome back, everybody. Phil's back again. Say hello again, Phil.
Hi, thanks for having me again. This will make our narrative designer so happy that you actually went along and tried all the branches.
Yeah, I found that Easter egg on my own, because I figured, like, he got a little more annoyed the second time I asked him, so I was like, what happens if I do it again?
Our narrative designer actually told me like five days ago that he was super proud that some people online found it, and he was giggling childishly because he was so happy.
Oh, it's great. I love it when video games do that kind of thing, where it's like you pick the same option and you get a little Easter egg.
It's also from the design perspective super weird because you make a joke like, 10-12 months in advance, and then later you get the reward for it. People finding it. Not how jokes work, right?
I know. I can imagine. It's got to be interesting. Like making. Well, I guess I would kind of know what that's like, given the whole Let's Play thing. You know, we're recording this several months before other human beings are going to see it, so I guess we're living that.
Several months.
Yeah, I mean, I post 1 episode a week, and this is episode 9-ish, depending on how much bonus content I get lazy about.
So in 2 months, then it's New Year already, right?
Man, it is gonna be, isn't it? It's
Happy
gonna
New
be,
Year, everybody!
I know, it's gonna be 2020, and what makes it even weirder is when you and I are recording this, the DLC expansion has just been announced for the Surge 2, and it's going to be in this Let's Play, because by the time we get to the point where you'll be doing it in the game, I will have recorded it. But I will have recorded it on a separate save file after recording this with you talking about it. It's weird. For all we know, the viewers may already have seen it.
All those peoples living in the future, man.
Oh my god.
This is like a relic from ancient lost times.
I was so bad at the game back then.
We already gave you compliments last time we were here that you're actually quite good. So
See,
don't even try to fish for them.
Man, if only I had some kind of co-commentator here to say just how super good and awesome I am at their video game they made. Oh well.
You actually are. I dip my hands like two times a week into the game to record some gameplay footage. And today I just noticed how sucky I play. I use, most of the time I use the save files the QA people give me, and there's the cheats enabled, so I've literally God mode, I can't die. But if an enemy hits you, it will still stagger you. So it's just sitting there and being punished. You are not going to die, but every enemy just looks at you disappointed because
Right.
you suck so much.
Yeah, you got the humiliation aspect without the actual punishment.
Exactly, and if I wanted that, I could have just talked to my parents, but now video games just thrown it at me also. Super weird.
Oh, it's like my grandparents. My grandparents are part of the older, generation of people. So when I talk to them about what I do for a living, they're like a radio broadcaster? You're never gonna get anywhere with that. Are you self-employed?
Yeah, it's like explaining to them what you're doing is like, yeah, sure, you know what TV is, right? You can't even start with if you explain like Twitch or streaming to people, you start with, yeah, you know YouTube. Let's say YouTube is live, that's what streaming is about. And with old people, you just have to start. So basically, you know TV, right? I got a TV studio at home. I'm doing my own news show.
You gotta start with something they know, I suppose.
Oh man.
So what
Did you
I'm
see
just
this beautiful? Oh, wait a second. Did I destroy your moderation bridge?
No, we're good.
Let's go ahead. Sure.
Okay. So I just used the laser. I don't use the Gaia laser very much. It's not that it's bad. It's just that it doesn't melt people as fast as you'd think a laser beam would. So I don't end up using it all that often. Because you could just shoot the enemy with your normal gun. But it is cool to have a giant laser beam.
It works for some enemies, right?
It does. It's better for soft targets, let's say. Stuff you can set on fire real easy.
Welcome to Gideon's Pond. In 2057, our
This is not the pond. The pond is. We'll see the pond later.
Genetically enhanced fish to our park. Look at them frolicking around in their natural habitat. It's a picture to die for, isn't it? Gideon's Rock, where Mother Nature takes a vacation.
I feel like that's not as good of a tagline as they might have thought when they were coming up with it, the people who, design these PAs, because it's like, if nature's taking a vacation, doesn't that mean that there's not going to be any nature here? Or maybe this is where nature is taking a vacation too?
Do you want some insight on that?
Okay, sure. You did say you had some interesting stuff to tell us.
There's like 3 things I know about this game, and this is one because we made a YouTube video about it, so I had to do some research. Every plant you see in Gideon's Rock is actually artificial.
Yeah.
So nature really is taking a vacation. And you also meet the person that built Gideon's Rock in the game. Not quite sure if you got that link.
Oh, is it actually Mortimer Gideon III?
Exactly, yeah.
Oh my god, it's actually him! I made that joke several episodes back because he's got the word Gideon in his name, but I didn't think it actually would be him.
Well, he got quite a career, right? Living in the slums of Port Nixon now.
Oh man, that just shows you how they treat their workers, the people who build the foundations of the city. Then they can't even live on it.
Apocalypse is just not fair for everybody.
It's really not. We're gonna have to, next time we see Mortimer Gideon III, we're gonna have to chat with him about that, or mention it.
Bastard Jack. I was eavesdropping on him.
Never liked the little shit.
Same here, Faye. He's plotting to kill us. Have you seen Hawk?
Joe is his name, actually.
His hit list.
Haven't seen him yet. She'll go ballistic if she finds out.
He wants to keep the reward for himself. I should have known. Why'd I ever trust that son of a bitch?
Don't worry. I'll take care of it. With or without Hawk.
Yeah. I just hope we aren't too late.
Oh, those logs are so dirty. We're picking those up for one of our hunter friends down there, and we've already picked up the 3rd one, so we know how this all ends. We're kind of going through Gideon's Rock, I wouldn't say backwards, but in a little bit of a non-standard order because of something I'll explain later in this video. For now, hey look, it's Iron Mouse. Some nice concept art you got there.
I will tell David about it.
Hey, yeah, I mean,
he's like the creator of Iron Mouse, if I got it right.
I mean, the concept artist himself has been posting a lot of really interesting stuff on his art station and on Twitter and stuff. It's really fascinating. I'll have to link to that because there's a lot of really cool behind the scenes design document stuff there.
I wish people would have seen this in October or November actually, and not in the New Year, because David participated in the Inktober challenge, where you basically have to commit 3 hours a day to draw something with ink. And he was just so committed, and sometimes half of his free time actually was just painting, even though he has a family and stuff.
Well, listen, it's serious business, all right?
I would say that if you ask many of the artists participating in Inktober, they say it's serious business.
Yeah.
Because for 30 days straight, you just paint.
It gets your creative juices flowing, and also probably blood, sweat, and tears, too. Those also probably flow.
For sure. Do you see these beautiful rocks in the background?
They're all fake.
I actually got a story about it production-wise.
Yes.
The legend of Puck Rock Medium 001.
I still don't understand that word you're saying. I'm excited to hear about it.
The monster is coming. Did you hide the key card for the others?
Of course I did. Like a real pro.
Where'd you stash it?
Over there. No, not there. The other side of the room. You see that statue?
Yeah, what about it? It's just a piece of junk.
It's a piece of art, you Philistine. Good vintage, too. My mom was born that year.
Figures.
Okay, fine, we've listened to it.
Okay.
Now you may continue.
Let's break it down. So, Puck is actually short for park, but it's without the R. Like, they have different short codes for different levels. I don't know why it has to be 3 letters, but Puck is basically park, right?
Okay.
Puck, rock. Rock is sure, right? You know what rock is?
Yeah.
The other is medium in terms of its size. And the last bit is 001, like the number you gave it. So
Okay,
it's Puck
cool.
Rock Medium 001. And this is like an asset, an art asset that's everywhere in the game. And of course, lots of it is has been built into Gideon's Rock. And there's a story behind it. I just picked up on it during a recording of these Inside Videos video on YouTube. Because Alina told me we do some outsourcing, right? Much stuff is done inside of Deck 13, but some of the assets are produced somewhere around the world. And we basically come up with the stuff we need. We kind of give a concept, what we want, and then we have someone produce it for us.
Okay.
And the level artists say, yeah, sure. Oh, another audio log.
Ah, we're good.
It was communication. Never mind. So basically our level artist said, yeah, sure, we need some rocks. Let's do this. And then I think someone in China actually designed the asset called Puck Rock Medium 001. And the level artists went crazy with it. So if we just take a closer look at Gideon's Rock, there are single stones everywhere. And lots of them is actually Puck Rock Medium 001, right?
Sure. Pack Rock 001. Medium.
Exactly. So the people around the level art room are just super familiar with this rock, and they've seen it all day, every day, and they're just glad because you can kind of rotate it, and it looks different from every angle, so you can use it a whole lot. So they decided to go to some co-worker with a 3D printer at home and ask him to print out the Puck Rock Medium 001. And we often go to our outsourcing partners to see what they're up to, how they work. And when someone from our office flew to China to actually check with our outsourcing partner, he took with him the stone, the Puck Rock Medium 001. And there, somewhere around the office on some hard drive, there's a photo of a Chinese man holding up this little 3D printed rock, looking super confused and a bit happy. Not sure why he has to pose for a photo. Not even sure if he's remembering what he's done for us. But people around the office are glad that he exists and that his beautiful work has resulted in Puck Rock Medium 001.
That's amazing. And now I know what I have to title this episode.
I can send you a picture for the thumbnail if you want one.
I'm gonna need it.
Keep your eyes
It's a legend. Packrock Medium 001.
Pack Rock Medium 001.
It's so hard to pronounce in English. In German, we just say Packrock Medium 001, which
Man.
goes quite easy. Yeah.
It just rolls right off the tongue.
00. Phew. English is hard.
I know. If only I was like Canadian or something, then I could get away with saying Z. ZZ1.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
actually quite cool.
I think Mortimer Gideon III says Z. Mortimer Gideon III is probably pretty intimately acquainted with Pack Rock Medium 001.
It must be, right?
If only he had a line of dialogue about it.
It would be so cool, but...
You buggers don't know anything about Pack Rock Medium 001.
It's exactly 8 p.m. and this is Jericho Action News.
That jingle sounds familiar.
Boy, it sure does, doesn't it? I wonder if Action News has any sponsors that they'd like to tell us about.
It's your favorite guy, Don Hackett, coming in.
I miss Don so much. I wish Don had, seeing him on the little Creo World advertisement is nice, but I wish he had like a voice line where it's just like, "Hey, it's me, Don Hackett. Man, it really sucks here in Jericho City. You should come to Creo World."
I wonder what he's up to now, where he's hanging around.
See that joke's not going to work on the audience because they've already seen the Let's Play of the first game.
And there you go.
Exactly, that's why it works, right?
Fair enough.
Oh, come on. Why do I have to take the stairs? That piece of junk.
Go be a big boy. Fight that one.
Oh, I'm scared.
If you let her meander around unsupervised.
Nope, not even close.
Right.
It's actually a good idea to try some directional blocking. Yeah, exactly like that. Nice.
Yeah.
I thought you brought it down.
Such a professional Let's Player. Amazing. Parry King.
Once you get it once, then it's okay. It's easier to do it the next couple times.
Amazing.
So this is the reason that we are doing this area sort of out of order. We took on Captain Cervantes in the last episode, actually, because, well, this area is all gribbly. So this is something that's really cool that I actually didn't know until I recorded this playthrough. I'm not sure what causes this to change, but it seems like every new save file of the Surge 2 gives you a different area of Gideon's Rock consumed by these nanites.
Yeah.
The first time I played, the forest area with Captain Cervantes was consumed by the Gribblies, but this time, this first area was, and I went here on a test recording and I was like, wait, this is different. Why is this different?
Exactly. There's like, I'm not quite sure if I get this right, but this sounds familiar, and I think Alina, the level designer responsible for Gideon's Rock, has told me about. So if you enter the park, there's like a 1 in 3 chance that one of the areas gets nanified, right?
Uh-huh.
And this changes, of course, right? If there's 1 in 3 chance.
Right.
So this is something that's not communicated with the player, but, well, you noticed.
Yeah, it's really cool. It adds like, I don't know, it took me completely by surprise.
Yeah, the big one's given birth to a whole litter of these little.
Oh, and as is standard for my Let's Plays, it wouldn't be a C. Jacobs Let's Play without some horrible gribbly monstrosity. And these are a side evolution of the ones from the Surge 1. You remember the Chrysalis guys that spun around a whole lot? Yeah, they're sorta back. Kinda.
Also, they are actually father and mother of little nanite creatures. And if you slice open their belly, they will spawn little ones that you have to kill them.
It's beautiful. It's the miracle of life.
The circle of life of starting it and ending it.
Yeah, something like that. Oh.
The way he just noped out and turned around.
I could have left this one alone, honestly, but I mean, would you want to leave it alone? I feel like these things need to be exterminated for the good of mankind. They're like roaches.
So see, if you basically kill him, then the little kids are around with no father, no mother. So it's just like a public service to kill them as well.
Oh, you know what? It's actually kind of cruel when you think about it. It's like they say on The Price is Right. Make sure to spay and neuter your Gribblies. Yeah, there we go. There's some little guys. You know, it's funny. They also, despite their size, have directional block attacks. I don't know why, because they die in like 2 hits.
They just learned from their parents.
You're really making me feel bad about this.
And you kill them cruelly. You kill them.
Overheard Hawk and his boys. They didn't see me, but what?
Oh, there's another.
Nope. Oh, the whole family.
With the mother.
Oh. I killed the child right in front of the parent, too. The parent doesn't even have a head.
So this could start the discussion morally, which way is better? First kill the kid or the parent?
Oh my god. Honestly, you could just napalm the whole area.
You got the laser drone, right?
I guess that's true. Maybe that would be my best bet, is just to burn it all down. But that's the thing, it's not even real foliage. It's all fake. Pack Rock Medium 001. They're not even real rocks.
All is fake. All an illusion.
Man, it's like some kind of commentary on video games, you know? Not only are the rocks fake in universe, they're fake in the real world too. What I'm getting at here is that actually the twist of the game is going to be that it was all a VR simulation.
But that's for the DLC to explore, right?
Exactly. You know, when I was posting the Let's Play for the Surge 1, people were posting their theories in the comments and on, you know, the discussion boards where I posted the videos. And a very common theory was that it was all a dream tour, one of those Creo dream tours for poor Warren, living out a fantasy of being able to do cool, crazy backflips and stuff, being able to walk again. And I was like, no! That'd be so lame for it to all be a dream. Poor
So the
Warren.
game basically actually stopped after you enter for the exosuit to put on.
Exactly.
The rest
like that.
is just imagining.
That was the theory, right? The theory people held is that, like, after the surgery, Warren, like, he was on one of those Creo dream tours and none of the game was real. Like, you know, it was that fantasy of like, oh no, what if the workplace all went crazy and I was the only one who could save people? That kind of stuff. And the whole time I was like, no, I don't want to reveal the whole plot of the game, but you're all super wrong.
But you gotta love the theory, people.
I know.
In Search 1, there was a video posted like 3 months ago about the lore and the story motive Search 1 touched. And this guy went like in a 3-minute talk about how the wheels on Warren's wheelchair are not really fixed. They are kind of wobbly, and that represents Warren as a broken human, not able to fit into society.
Oh.
And it was super weird to see this little detail blown up so big, but it actually made sense inside the theory.
Yeah. Oh, hey. It's the Gribbly. Hey, you, come back here.
Rockets ready to launch, trap primed. Time to tear that hellspawn a new one.
Okay, I'm down for that. Are you down for going to Terra Hellspawn a new one?
I've seen you directionally blocked, so I think you should be fine, right?
Oh, this boss is going to be a lot of fun.
No pressure. I'm here to hold your hand.
What's that?
I'm here to hold your hand. No pressure.
Thank you. I have an official representative here. It's like I'm having a meltdown on a roller coaster, and the guy comes over and he undoes my seat, and I have to do the walk of shame while I'm walking away.
It's nice that you play the ball back. I say no pressure and actually create pressure, and you once again mention that I'm an official representative. So there's some pressure for me. Nice. Thanks that we're sharing that.
No, see, that's the thing. It's a mutual thing. We're suffering together.
I'm sitting at home comfortably, in my yoga pants, drinking my coffee, and you're kind of invading my safe space with your work ethic stuff, with me telling I'm well, actually I'm on payroll right now, right? It's working time.
You know what? See, that's the good thing. That is why there's no pressure for you, right? Is because you are on the payroll, but also in your pajama pants, which is the best.
This is actually like living the dream.
Exactly. That's what I like about live streaming. Is like, I can get paid to not wear a shirt. Well, hey, Roach, I picked up your logs on Cervantes. It turns out he was kind of a backstabbing dickhead.
You got them all.
He stabbed me in the back a whole lot before I cut his arms off. Unfortunate news, my friend.
I get it now. Bastard made us turn on each other. But it's not just his fault. The others, they fell for it too.
I guess that's it's a very nihilistic way to look at it. Everybody sucks.
Yeah. Nobody's gonna mess with us if we get her on our side. I'll think about it.
Yeah, that Jordan Black lady, she hasn't done too much so far in the story, but she is tough. She's got a cool gun. Although I guess we haven't had an opportunity to judge just how tough Jordan Black is, considering we haven't encountered her outside of a safe zone yet, so even if we wanted to fight her, the opportunity has not arisen.
Finally, I managed to reconfigure the 3 repeller towers scattered around Gideon's Rock. It took a lot of work and a bit of guerrilla tech, but it seems to be working now. More or less. Old man Gutenberg came through after all. His tech drives that freak up the wall. Now we just need to corner it. If we survive that long.
So this is something that's kind of interesting that I have very conveniently been avoiding not mentioning so far. Is we've been hearing about Jonah Gutenberg a little bit, and DJ Tulla kindly informed us that apparently he's running around here in the city. So maybe we'll schedule a meeting with him sometime. That'll be interesting.
Yeah, and I need a day off.
Everything all set? Can we go take down this horrible creature and steal its brain?
Up and running, my friend. Go out there and kill that lizard. I'll be rooting for you.
Well, thank you, Kill Switch.
Goodbye.
Billy Bob, whatever your name was. I don't know,
Kill
I'm bad
Switch
about
is
names.
such an edgy name.
It really is.
Wasn't one of the Matrix protagonists also named Kill Switch?
I think so, yes, actually.
Battle Royale time.
Sounds like a username a 14-year-old would give himself on Fortnite.
Good luck out there.
Thanks, pal. I like that none of these guys are coming with me to fight the horrible lizard nanobot. They're like, nope, you can go do that all by yourself, protagonist. Enjoy.
They've seen your directional blocking. You don't need any help.
I guess that's fair enough. So we're still wearing the gear that we were wearing earlier, but you might have noticed that I crafted the Scarab set. It's just that it's a little too heavy for me to wear right now. And funnily enough, history is kind of repeating itself a little bit because the exact same thing happened in the Let's Play of the Surge 1. I started off with the Lynx set, and I made the Scarab set, and then I was like, oops, this is way too heavy for me to wear right now.
Ah man, you could have just told it as like a reference for the OG viewers of yours.
Oh, I know. I did get the cowboy hat at least. We wore that for a little bit in the last episode.
Good one.
Oh, I loved that DLC so much. The Good, the Bad, and the Augmented is fantastic. I didn't do it as part of the Let's Play for the original game because it spans the whole game and I didn't really have room for it. But I did some streams of it and it's awesome. I love it when a game that's like kind of grounded in tone, like the Surge 1, is just like, you know what? Forget it. Let's just have there be an entire Wild West themed DLC with cowboy hats and boots, and you can gussy yourself up however you want. It's
fashion DLC.
It's so awesome. But now, it's time to fight one of my favorite bosses in the game, the Delver. I really like this guy. He's great.
So the operator on top referred to him as a lizard, right?
Yeah, he's vaguely lizard-like, I would say.
So, and we're kind of below Earth. You could say we are fighting a lizard, a lizard in a hollow Earth. Get your tinfoil hats out, guys. It's time for the theories.
Yes. The theory is that it's all a dream tour by the Delver. The Delver is gonna wake up and Don Hackett's gonna be like, "So, did you enjoy your dream tour? Would you like to hang out together? You and me, grab some lunch?"
4 directional parries for the counterattack. Damn. This dude is beefy.
Oh, it's brutal.
This guy is really beefy.
The Delver is the ultimate test of your directional blocking ability. The first time I played through this guy may or may not have kicked my ass because I was really bad.
I'm just glad you noticed that you could actually upgrade your healing implant, because when I played the game for the first time, no one was sitting there holding my hand. And well, I noticed at the end of the game that you're able to upgrade it in front of the last boss.
Oh,
I played the whole game with 2 healing charges, and I actually thought it was easier than the first surge.
Jesus, dude.
But I just love my spear.
I can't even imagine. You must have been really holding down that circle button to charge it up. Anytime you get any energy, right into the implant it goes.
Sure. You don't need 5 or 6 charges.
No.
It's all right. You can manage with 2.
And speaking of 2, you may have noticed the Delver has 2 health bars, and behind the second one there's a third one. So this isn't over yet.
We got some time. It's all right.
Yeah, and this is why I like this boss so much. Is I really like bosses that have multiple phases. Way back in the day, right? Some of my first gaming experiences were with vertical shooters, you know, top-down bullet hell type games, and I really liked how all the bosses in those games were like giant spaceships that had like parts that broke off and the fight changed and all that. And so that's part of why I was so drawn to the Surge, is because the Surge is like an entire video game of that. It's awesome.
I'm glad we catered to your needs.
You really did. Oh, it's great. So yeah, it's cool that the fight changes, but it's fundamentally the same. I like that it's, you know, we're still parrying. It's just a little faster now.
Also, this is the first time I've noticed that the amounts of directional blocks you need for the counterattack changes with the phases.
Yeah.
In the first it was 4, in the second it is 3, and now it's back to 5.
Yeah. So
what the fuck?
The apparently
I have to talk to some people.
Apparently the size of the creature determines how many times you need to parry it. I guess that makes some sense. Sure. Yeah.
Of course.
And now we are fighting giant nanobot Godzilla.
Yeah, but this is easy peasy for you, right?
Oh yeah, nice and slow wind-ups. We just gotta avoid walking in the goop that he leaves behind in this phase, which is it may or may not have gotten me killed once because I didn't notice it.
But this is actually a good time for the audience out home to point out that the game is actually kind of and quite challenging, but C. Jacobs, he's just such a professional that he makes it look so easy.
Yes, so this is again another, like the last time Michael and Phil were here, I reminded the audience that this is combined from a number of different takes. And this boss, I fought him for like 20 minutes, like over and over, being like, I have to get one where like I get my ass kicked a little bit, but also I deliver a good amount of ass kicking to him. Because I mean, he deserves it. Look what he did. Look what he did to Gideon's Rock. This place was beautiful, and now it's full of horrible monsters.
But you come into his home, you drive him out of his comfort zone, you get into the lair, and then you fight him in his home. This is actually really rude.
I guess that's true, right? Like I'm like some kind of like predator, like disrupting the flow of nature, you know? It's like that game Soma, where it's like The Gribblies have become they've become a life form of their own, and now I, the human, am inferior to the giant dinosaur nanobot.
And to be quite fair, you just must be inferior, right?
I have better directional blocking than he does.
I mean, it's fucking Mechagodzilla you're fighting against, right?
I mean, that's true, right? Like, I'm a tiny, normal human being, and this thing is a giant nanobot dinosaur that has 2 individual limbs that are made expressly for kicking my ass, so...
Ah,
Yeah.
you're so patient. Not even fighting greedy. Always going back.
Listen, it's because I've learned, if anything, in action games, being aggressive...
Greed?
Being aggressive and greedy is a good way to get yourself killed.
Easy.
Easy peasy. And we got the V2 weapon. All you have to do to get the V2 weapon is break off all the armored parts. And they actually made it a little easier on us. If you break off the arms in the second phase when it's on all 4s, you don't have to break them off again in the third phase, which is good, because they're kind of hard to reach.
But you did good.
Thank you.
There. You have to obey me. Break my warrior out of prison.
Oh.
Run. Smash through the walls and clear the way. I'll try and control you as long as I can.
What a twist! It seems like the reason the Delver was running around in the prison at the beginning is because Athena told it to. So when it broke us out of prison, it actually really was trying to break us out of prison. How about that? I'm impressed. It did a good job.
And you killed him.
I did.
Mercilessly.
I killed the shit out of him. Oh, that's unfortunate. Man. Rules of nature, I guess.